Okay, I have something very, very interesting to share with you today. I truly wish you were here because all of the choices I'm going to give you are genuine choices that you could make and choices that you could offer the spectator, and they're free to make whatever choices you offer. Okay, so you need to know that when I give you a choice of doing this or that, it really is a free choice. Okay, I'm not choosing a certain one so that things work out a certain way. That's just not the case. So try it for yourself. Okay, so I have a full deck of cards here. And that's helpful. I mean, sometimes we can get away with part of a deck, but this time it might be nice to have the whole deck. Okay, now we're going to mix the cards to a degree that's just going to blow your mind here, as you'll see. Okay, so first off, what I need from you is a random number, let's say somewhere between 15 and 25. 18. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. Okay, would you like me to deal any more? 3 more? Okay, that's fine. 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so 21 cards dealt to the table. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a massive rosette shuffle. Okay, and it can be hard to do with this many cards, and I kind of wish you were here to help me with this, but so we just bring them together. Now they might bump up against each other because these are interlacing in ways that nobody could anticipate or control, that for sure. Okay, so let me just kind of clean up the mess here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal out a bunch of piles of 4 cards the best I can. I'm kind of watching the camera there to make sure I don't fully go off the screen. Okay, there we go. Could I do another one here? Maybe. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, you could also just push off 4 if you want, if you find that a little faster. Okay, so oh yeah, we did kind of go off a little bit. Let me move this one over here like that. Okay, now what I need you to do is I need you to choose any 2 of these, and it really is a free choice. Okay, so maybe I will create rows and columns here. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and give me the row 1, 2, 3, and then column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so which set of 4 should I choose first? Row 2, column 3. So row 2, column 3. So this one, oh, sorry, row 2, column 3. Follow my own instructions there. Okay, so here it is. Here's one set of 4. What would you like for the other set of 4? Row 1, column 5, so way over here. Okay, that's fine. In fact, maybe what I'll do is I'll crisscross those for now, so we know that those are the 8 cards. In fact, I was just noticing that I've gone off the screen, darn it. Okay, so let me bring those up so you can fully see them there. Pretty much. Okay, and then what I'd like to do, and you can watch me here, I'm going to put these away neatly here. In fact, don't be confused. Okay, so I'm going to crisscross them in the same way just to keep the sets of 4 separate. Let me move this up here so you can see it. Darn it. Okay, so we're going to create this little log cabin of sorts, I guess. Okay, now the one we're going to work with right away is over here on the right. Okay, well, I've already set it aside. Okay, there we go. Okay, fun little plus sign or something. Well, not anymore. Upside down T now, I guess. Okay, so those cards are sets of 4 that we dealt from the top. Okay, and after this crazy rosette shuffle. Okay, now what I like to do with these, and these are randomly chosen by you, is I'm going to, let me slide that up. I'm going to deal out each pile into a row. Okay. And then we're going to do something interesting. In fact, it's something I've done in a recent video. And for those kind of in the know, it's a new and I think kind of cool way to convert a set of 8 cards into a Bessey sequence of order 8. Okay, so I'll link that video in the description below because it kind of it talks about what I'm doing here. But here I'm going to give you some additional choices, and these really are free choices here. Just noticing I'm going off again. Sorry about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch the first and last cards, and we can even do like a diagonal trade, or switch the two middle cards with each other. Okay, so what that would mean is like this one could switch with that one, and then this one switches with that one. Okay, that kind of thing. Okay. Or we can do a diagonal. We can have this one switch with that one, and then these two switch. Okay, and we can go in the middle too. Okay, these two can switch or diagonally. Okay, so what would you like? Just kind of reach out with your intuition. What would be a good choice here? You want to do the middle ones. Okay, do you want to do just straight up or kind of at an angle here, diagonal? You want to do a diagonal switch. Okay, that's fine. So this is how it would work. Like that. Okay, and then from here we're just going to gather up each of these from left to right or right to left. It doesn't actually matter. Okay, so of course this gives us a packet of 8 cards. Now my claim is that these cards are in a very special relationship. In fact, let me just bring a write-up I had in my previous video, and so that way you'll kind of recognize it when you see it there, about Bessey sequences of order 8. But there what I showed was I showed 4 shuffles that we can do among hundreds actually. And you're free to choose which of these we do, what order, and what quantity. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and just do that quickly for one. We're not going to do it to all the ones over here. It would just take too long. Okay, so which of these would you like me to perform first? Down under. So D, it's down under, is what that stands for. Okay, this is also called the Australian shuffle. Okay, so very useful shuffle. And it's a great shuffle for destroying things. It truly, truly is. It really does rearrange things in a way that just destroys any organization you may have had in mind. Okay, and what next? This LR. Okay, so this is where you just go left, right, left, right, left, right, random stack. Okay, the mange, you want to do that one? Well, it comes in 2 varieties, an over-under or an under-over. Which of those 2 would you want? Or we can do both, but you want an over-under? Okay, so this is how it works. You push the other top card into your other hand, and then it goes over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Okay, and then the final one here is a Klondike. Okay, and this is a well-known shuffle. This is where you take the top and bottom cards off as one. Now, as you might imagine, each of these shuffles individually mix the cards well, but mix the cards in very different ways, actually. Okay, so which of these would you like me to perform an additional time or 2, and then we'll call it good? It really is your choice. Now, note to you as the performer, you can repeat any of these in any order and in any quantity that the spectator calls for. Okay, so you could stay here for the next 20,000 years just shuffling in different ways that the spectator says, do this one, stack this way, do this one, stack that way, and so forth. Okay, well, we're not going to be here that long. So which of these would you like me to do? Another left, right? Okay, so that's probably one of the most common ones to ask for. You want left on right? Okay, and what else? A mange under over? Yeah, I guess I didn't show you that one. So you move the top card into your other hand, and then you go under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Any of the other ones? One more left, right. Okay, very good. Stacking left on right again. Boy, you really like the left to right stacking for some reason. But you're free to choose right to left if you would like. And then maybe one more. One final down under. Okay, that's a good choice. For the simple reason that this shuffle really does destroy things. Okay, and that's something that can be confirmed mathematically. It really does make a mess of packet structures. Okay. So I think you would have to agree that these cards are, well, mixed beyond the knowledge of anyone for the simple reason that I could not, nor you really could not have known ahead of time what choices you would make on that list. I mean, how would you mix things? And even when we did the swapping of a card from the top to the bottom in different pairs, you couldn't have known what you were going to do. Okay, so we're going to give you one final set of choices here. Okay, so we'll deal out into 4 piles as before, and we'll give you the same options, but certainly you can choose different cards to swap this time. I'm not sure why I keep going downhill there. Okay, so we can swap the outer ones with each other or diagonally. We can swap the inner ones with each other or diagonally. What would you like to do this time? Swap the outer ones but diagonally? Okay, now just so you're clear, if we weren't to do it diagonally, what you would do is just go like this and then set those down, right? Maybe that's obvious. Okay, so diagonally, that means I'm going to put this one here, this one there, and then this one way over here, and then this one up there. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring those together, and then bring those together like that. Okay, now it's at this point I'm going to point out that I have a written prediction here on the right, I guess, not my left. Maybe on your left. Okay, so let's bring out this written prediction. Well, I'm not sure if it actually is a written prediction, but we'll find out here. Okay, because it looks a little odd as far as what's... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I'll leave that right there. So nothing seems to be written on it. Okay, so what are these cards in here? Let's see. We got a... Oh, they're all face cards, so that's kind of interesting. I need to straighten out this paper so it doesn't keep flipping over everything. So, face cards. Now, certainly that, I don't think that will mean that these are all face cards here, right? I mean, I guess it could, right? Aren't there 12 face cards? These could all be face cards, I suppose. Okay, well, I don't know if you see anything else interesting about those. I'll set them up here as a reminder of, what it is we saw in that little prediction packet here, and I'll leave the prediction packet right there as well. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, that's interesting. A couple of twos. And then, oh, okay. Well, there is a face card. That's nice. I don't see the connection. Do you? Let's see. So how could this be a prediction up here? We have a Jack of Clubs, Queen of Hearts, King of Spades, and Jack of Diamonds. Oh, well, even as I say those names, I realize that there is a club, heart, spade, diamond. Exactly one of each. That's not true here, too, is it? Surely not. Club, heart, spade, diamond. That's interesting. What about over here? Club, heart, spade, diamond. How did we do that? How could your choices and the mixing we went through end up agreeing with what I believe to be the meaning of our prediction over here? That is amazing. That is amazing. Okay. Well, oh, by the way, have you wondered what's in these? Just kind of curious here. Let's see, what's in that one? You can take a look at it as I kind of pull them apart. Oh, wow, club, heart, spade, diamond there. No way, there as well? There's no way all of these... Oh, come on. Club, heart, spade, diamond? How in the world did you mix these just right to pull that off? I don't know how you did that, and I'm dropping the cards everywhere. I'm running out of room because I have a whole deck here. Club, heart, spade, diamond. If I haven't dropped everything. Club, heart, spade, diamond. No way. Club, heart, spade, diamond. This is impossible. You're seeing the impossible happen right before your eyes. Club, heart, spade, diamond. This is amazing. My mind is reeling here. Clubs, heart, spade, diamond. What about down here? Club, heart, spade, diamond. What about the last one? Clubs, heart, oh, what's this? Club, heart, joker, diamond. That's weird. So really all of these ended up agreeing with our prediction. That's really weird. Now wait a second. Can you see something? Oh, there's something on the back. Except for, a club, a heart, a joker, and a diamond. A club, a heart, a joker, and a diamond. The prediction even saw the one exception. I have no idea how the joker got in there, but it's always kind of causing problems for us. That is just beyond belief. The probability of this happening is so small, you might as well just call it 0. Okay, so how does this work? Well, to begin with, very quickly, I'll kind of talk through it, if that's okay. Involves the Gilbreath Principle, involves Bessey sequences of order 8, which is kind of the latter part. So what I did was I had the cards set up as a cyclic construction of clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, or some regular repeating of the 4 suits. So it becomes a cyclic deck in which every 4 cards it repeats the 4 suits in some consistent order. Okay. Now there'll be one exception that I built in. Okay, so when I built the deck, I actually did go with club, heart, and then I thought, okay, I'll put the joker in as an exception, I suppose. I just had this one exception. All of the other ones were clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds all the way through. Well, you can use the Gilbreath Principle because of that. So all I did, I did a Charlier shuffle. Oh, that'll be fun now. I picked up our prediction cards as well. You can perform a Charlier shuffle. This is just equivalent to cutting the cards at some location. That won't hurt a cyclic organization or arrangement of the cards. And then so for the Gilbreath shuffle, you just reverse count any number of cards. And this is a free choice here. So I think we did like 21 in the end or whatever. Remember that? Sorry, I've mixed in the others, but I'm just kind of demonstrating the actions. And then we did a big rosette shuffle, right? All of that, you bring them together. Well, this is if it were set up, this would be a post-Gilbreath shuffled packet. And so the property it would have, and so right now it won't have it because we didn't reset it up, is every set of 4 cards. So let's get past my silly other cards. So every set of 4 cards would consist of a club, heart, spade, diamond in some order. So that's what the Gilbreath Principle guarantees. Each set of 4 will consist of a club, heart, and spade in some order. Okay, so we do know that about these little quads here, sets of 4. Well, I just kind of set those aside, if you remember, as if they're really not that important, but they're kind of part of the finale, as you know. Okay, before I stacked them, I said, okay, randomly choose 2 of these. Okay, so maybe you choose this one and then this one out of all of those. And it's a free choice. You can choose any of those. Okay, now from there, the Gilbreath routine is really finished. Okay, so we're finished with that. But now you can go on to a Bessey sequence additional leg for the routine because, as I showed in that previous video, I went through this write-up here that I showed you, okay? And I'll link that, once again, I'll link that in the description below. So what that does is if you want a Bessey sequence of order 8 relative to 2 sets of 4 cards each, a slick way that I introduced in that previous video to change it to that is to either switch those like that, and then, stack the rows and stack those 2 piles, or switch the middle ones. Okay, so you can switch the middle ones, that will be fine. Or you can do the diagonal switch for the 2 in the middle, or a diagonal switch for the 2 on the end. They'll all have the same result. Okay, and let me just show you really quickly why that kind of works there. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the essence of it. So I need 4 to show you the nuts and bolts really of a Bessey sequence. I just need 4 red and 4 black cards to kind of just illustrate that. Okay, so the idea is that you have 4 cards that are somehow grouped together. Now the grouping that we had was we had a set of 4 cards where there's a club, heart, spade, and diamond in there, some order. And then the other set, the same thing was true. There's a club, heart, and spade, and diamond in here somewhere. Okay, and so what you can do to convert it to a Bessey sequence of order 8 is you just switch those two like that. So now you can see, that we have a pattern red, black, black, red, black, red, red, black. Or you can switch the middle ones. Okay, so for those who have looked at Bessey sequences, you'll recognize that when you stack these. So if you go through and just stack from left to right or right to left, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can even go this direction, and then maybe even put that set of 4 on top. This is a Bessey sequence of order 8. It's red, black, black, red, black, red, red, black. And then the reds and blacks can switch places, meaning you could have black, red, red, black, red, black, black, red. Okay, and that would also be, it's called the inversion, but that would be equally acceptable. It will allow you to do everything that I did in the latter part of that routine. Now, once it's in this organization, you can put it through actually over 1,000 unique mixing procedures in terms of changing the order, and it won't harm this organization. Okay, so Bessey sequences are invariant relative to just about every systematic shuffle out there. Okay, so you can perform any of these in any order, in any quantity, and it won't change the fact that we have this kind of organization that you see here. Well, if that's the case, let's do it face up. To pull things back, and this is what I showed in the previous video, to kind of get the reds together again and the blacks, you just reverse what you just do a similar thing to what you did. We give them a choice of switching these two, that will accomplish the job, or these two. So maybe we'll switch the middle two, and then you can see that you've regrouped together the black and the reds. Well, the reds and blacks here, the reds are referring to the fact that the cards in that set are related because there's a club, heart, spade, and diamond among those 4. These black cards here, in terms of its meaning in our presentation here, is the fact that that set of 4 also consists of a club, heart, spade, diamond in some order. And so, once you do all of this and show it, you're guaranteed to have a club, heart, spade, diamond, some arrangement, the same thing here. Okay, well, maybe take a look at that other video if you want to understand the Bessey sequence part a little bit better. But if you actually just go through the mechanics of this, this will work for you every time. And it's really going to blow away the spectator because it has multiple punches to it. And then we had even one exception in there that kind of makes it look like you messed up. And then you just, bring out the fact that your prediction actually caught the exception. It saw the future. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.